No, that's not it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Ronco, you're killing me.
No, because it didn't pop. It popped up as something else. It didn't have that. All right, it's this 12-foot bronze statue of what does it say? Cool. I'm sorry, I can't see it.
Let me go back. All right, it says the statue is meant to contest the two statues already in Times Square of two white men.
Who's there? Isn't it like
Was Columbus Circle?
Columbus?
Columbus Circle's in 59.
Oh, Ralph Cramden in front of
Yeah, who else?
Hold on, is it?
Ralph out there in front of
You can make it
the
bigger.
two-
I've never
two-
really seen it.
Two statues where?
Times Square.
In Times Square?
yeah, the statue is meant to contrast the two statues already in Times Square of two white men.
Initially, I'm looking at the statue and it's like, all right. I mean, that's
All right. So it says the statues of historic white men in Times Square are Father Francis P. Duffy. Sounds like P. Puffy. Duffy. Diddy Puffy. Like, I don't know. The most decorated chaplain in Army history who served in World War I and the Spanish-American War, and playwright George Cohan, who composed iconic American works such as Your Grand Old Flag, and is credited for laying down something. Okay.
So does this clip tell you who the black woman is?
All right. What is a new statue? All right. The piece created by artist Thomas Price depicts a young woman. So who is she? Whoever you want her to be. Me being a plus size black woman, I was kind of looking at it like, I wonder what me and a small child would have thought looking at something like that. Representation said, blessing Obese of Dallas. I don't think it's any particular person.
Okay. Yeah. See, so that part of it. There's plenty of black women who actually did something that they could have chosen to put a statue up. If you just took a random person, you because you know why? Without you taking out your phone and Googling it. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like
it brings confusion. You could have just put a black woman who did something. There's plenty.
Over would have had a problem. It would have been too polarizing with it. I mean, this is an art piece. First of all, it's not a statue that's going to be there forever. This is just going to be there for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So this is just like an art installation, right?
But the other ones are there for good.
The other ones are there for good.
Okay.
Contrasting it and saying that it's there because of the white men are there, that's unnecessary.
And that's my point. My point is
just let it be there. Just let it exist. Let it happen. I think what most people are like talking about, or is like, why is that the representation of a black woman? You know, a plus size woman with the mystical braids. I'm not sure what like.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't. I'm not. Maybe I'm just not that deep.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Let's finish watching the clip. Let's see if we get a little bit more context. Like the hand on the hips is like, that's okay. Now I'm having a problem. Because why you got to have a hand on the hips?
All right, I think that's it. Yeah, we could remove that from the.
You know, it's like, you know what I mean? You know.
Yeah.
Listen, all them hidden figure shorties, he could have chose one of them, put them up there, or she could have chosen.
No,
one of them,
I like the aspect of it just being like the average person, the average woman, black woman.
All right, so why you?
We were gonna have a problem with it anyway. We just like to pick on black women too.
Who would have a problem?
People, America. I think America likes to pick on black women.
No, that's
a little bit.
I was about to say that's fine, but no, that's not fine, right? But as black people, the fact that we might have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Because it's about representation.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And like Cool said, there are so many people that you could, or
but who
even
do you want to see? You want to see Serena Williams? You want to see
No,
Ketanji Smith? You want to see Brown? What's the name? I don't know.
Listen, there's accomplished lawyers, accomplished people in the
I'd
medical
rather
field.
it just be an average American.
So-
I kind of
so-
like that aspect of it.
is it because she's
if it
plus
was an
size?
average, I think that's a little bit of it. The hand on the hip is a little bit. It's just she looks so. It just looks so unglamorous. It looks so unglamorous. But
What
I
do you
feel like
mean?
it was
That's-
meant to be the average woman.
What do you mean it looks unglamorous? You don't think
She
that's
just has a
that's not a
t-shirt on.
depiction of a black woman though?
Not in my eyes, no. I feel like a black woman is a little bit more made up than that. Just the t-shirt and the jeans and the hand on the hips. That's not the black woman that I know. Black women got there.
Well,
You never
hair
seen a
done
black
and
woman
their-
like that before.
Yeah, I do, and I'm like, that's not the average
Well,
though. Like,
I think that's
wanted
very
to
average.
I want to say, if you take away race alone, just an average woman,
yeah,
then the t-shirt and jeans is exactly what they would be in. You know what I'm saying?
well, yeah, that's America, right?
And to put them in there, like he says, in contrast of the, I think that would have been the perfect opportunity to highlight one of our black women who have spent their life, in civil rights, or what I'm saying, or human rights now, or anything.
All right, but if it's temporary, we can't really harp on that because it's not going to be set there in stone and be there forever,
it's an
right?
installation, yeah.
So I think we should mainly focus on the representation of, the culture, the race, or whatever, right? Because I think that's what we're kind of having an issue with, right? We can't embrace something on one end, and then when somebody else like puts it out there for everybody to see, it's like, no, we don't want that to be our representation, right?
Okay.
Because you got mad people out here like, oh, you not this and you not that, or y'all can't handle black women or whatever, and they kind of push the narrative that black women are difficult, they have attitudes or whatever, and if you can't deal with it, it's like, it's like they're strong women, and that's why they are the way they are. So it's like, can we really critique if they're putting something out there that's supposed to represent a black woman, and it looks like she might have her hands on her hips and have an attitude? We can't really have it both ways.
You're right.
In a sense.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
It's a mirror. It's a mirror up to, black society, and it's a little, maybe it makes you a little uncomfortable, because if it was even a black man up there, a little tubby and
right, like
patchy beard, like it would have been a little weird looking at, like, you sure that's what we look like? You know what I mean? But it's like, I would like to.
You can't,
have this
bro,
be like a series,
bro.
You know what I mean? I would like to see more of the average American.
I don't care.